Good morning, you intrepid explorers of the earth. Today I want to talk about trauma and the antagonistic relationship we develop with our own bodies as a result of trauma not moving through. I'm not here to prescribe anything or tell you how you're supposed to. I can only talk from my own experience and emotion as an essential process of motion. Like it only exists if it's in motion. And when it's not in motion, where is it staying? It's staying right in the body. Body's a trauma suitcase. There's a reason we call it baggage, right? Today, I would like to encourage us all, and by encourage us all, I mean I'm going to try this. Perhaps you will consider trying it too. Is to think about a part of your body that you are not friendly with. I mean, if you're friendly with all parts of your body, then great. Then you should pat yourself on the back and have a milkshake. Yeah, I feel like I'm a little rusty. Oh, there's a great metaphor for stiffness and stuckness and lack of movement. Wiggles are good for that, aren't they? You move something to get the rust out. We talk about in poetry writing process, or I talk about in poetry writing process how you just kind of start, blah, 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 you write stuff down and you know it's probably going to be just terrible, but it just gets the process started. We call that running the rusty water. You write a poem and you just cut off the first third of it, and there's probably your real starting point. I think that my whole purpose is going to be about helping people get the rusty water flowing. By whole purpose, I mean, you know, like the ministry of my life. Oh. And I will minister by doing, very publicly, failing publicly, and showing my messy, messy process in public. Yay. So, for today, what I'm going to do is think about a part of my body that I don't feel like I'm necessarily on friendly terms with, and just, you know, maybe there's even an antagonistic relationship with it or some kind of adversarial mindset or dynamic. You know, my back is killing me is a great idea of how we sometimes feel subject to, or even like passively, or even maybe even we feel victimized by it. And it wouldn't be necessarily in the front of our minds to ask forgiveness from that part of the body. We say, oh, my back is killing me, like it's somehow separate from us, or it's somehow doing something to us that we didn't participate in at some point. And maybe we didn't. Maybe there's a car accident, or who knows what, you know, we're not in control by any stretch of the imagination of everything that happens around us, or even anything really, but our own actions. So, but with that adversarial relationship, we might not feel like forgiveness or asking forgiveness is at the front of our minds. But I think that's what I want to do. I think I want to talk to my spine. You know, I look at my younger daughter just back bending and curling herself around up in knots on the floor just to hang out and relax, and I remember being that flexible, and I'm not that flexible anymore. And it is not just a process of getting older, but there was a stultifying process. And we go through about life, like we go through life and we experience resistance, and then if we don't let that resistance move through us, then where does it land? It lands in the body. And I like to say that getting older, our mindset means we lose tolerance for the BS, right? And that's the great part about getting older. Well, the body also loses tolerance for our BS, and we have to take greater care with it. If we didn't, you know, if we didn't all along, then we'll be reminded of that every morning when we up, get out of bed, or otherwise deal with the aches and pains that we face on a daily basis. So this is a forgiveness wiggle. You can hold your own part of the body in your mind. And maybe for you this looks like a breathing practice, where you're just breathing intentional awareness into that part of your body and just creating space to be receptive and attend to its message. You know, what is that ache or pain telling you? What is that history telling you? What is it seeking to communicate to us? So let's wiggle.